Well, now apparently the method of the day to deal with all political opponents is deal with the government and media industries and ban people. It's fascinating to see how the big six media corporations, all merging together, have worked perfectly to help all of these people who say they're marginalized. So this made me sit back, and it was kind of funny because I thought about what would be the greatest kind of ironic statement. And so I started thinking about like how a lot of this this most recent wave of this person said this publicly and that person said that publicly, and in considering what is supposedly the most shocking of things that has happened, I actually came to think about one of kind of the funniest, Sargon of Akkad. He has all of Europe, and all of Britain tripping out over him and Dankula. Those two have really kind of shook things up. Now, and the best part about it is it's comedic. That's the part about it that I think like everybody is appreciating this who does the whole YouTube thing. But I think a lot of people aren't getting sort of how awesomely comedic that this is. In this concept of, the meme of Sargon the Reaper, that everything he touches, ends up dying, whether it's a interesting internet meme or whether it's a political movement. The moment he's associated with it, it dies. The thing, though, that I think is the best of all is you always have to look at what's the reaction of the opponent. And for Sargon, it is that everybody wants to stick the idea that Sargon is a dangerous extremist and rapist. That of all people, Carl Benjamin, who literally over and over and over again had fights with white nationalists online, is considered this incredibly dangerous person for defending the liberal tradition, defending fundamentally a multicultural Britain, defending a really progressive taxation. If I remember correctly, he's actually a believer in progressive taxation as well. So everything about him would be a Democratic candidate. Everything about him would be an actual generally center left, barely on the Tory or conservative end of British politics. And he's this horribly dangerous person. Now, people blowing each other to smithereens, people stabbing, all these that the Muslims are even trying to kind of start their own parties and patrols of neighborhoods. Those people are not dangerous. But Carl is. Carl's this horribly dangerous person. And so the best part about it is then when really, what has made Carl so dangerous? Who is complaining about Carl Benjamin? Feminists. Which shows, really, to me, they are the ones that all of this is hurting the most. One, because they don't get attention. Key. They don't get the attention they want. People aren't basically paying attention to the feminist lobby and being like, oh, what more can we give you? What more can we hand you? Oh, you're treated so unfair. Oh, your precious vagina. Oh, your precious vagina. So he solidly is seriously hurting in some way the feelings of British feminists who have, and the fact that he keeps remaining around then is an even greater insult. It's insult added upon injury, specifically to the feminists. The fact that Gamergate hasn't gone away. This obviously, there's all these people online that this is a major, major issue to them. This makes them fucking crazy that the Gamergaters are still around and all that business. You know, oh, the Gamergaters, blah blah blah. You know, this movement of sexism in video games, and now we're at the stage where most of these studios have had to have layoffs. A lot of these review magazines no longer can sell copy. Very few, you know, like Kelly Plague, she's one of these people now who's trying to make her name taking down the quartering, you know, taking a chunk out of him. Like, that matters. And this is the best part about it. This is the best part. Because you guys saw that World War III, you know, or next Civil War kind of thing. About 2024, 2026, 2030, we'll probably end up having to sort, you know, a lot of this out. Well, the beautiful thing is the feminists have been totally decimated. This is the part about it. They have no way of cultivating any allies who aren't already kind of into them. Yeah, they have no way of cultivating any kind of allies who aren't already rather into feminism, and who aren't sort of down with the cause, let's say. So just how, like, with all the black people in America, reparations, it's this idea of, like, you know, like, that's going to sell the Democratic platform, that the Democrats are finally going to get those reparations for all the blacks. The beautiful part with the feminists is that they're not realizing that none of their arguments matter anymore, because none of their arguments matter. There is no Christy Winters robust feminist argument. They don't economics. They don't world affairs. They don't military affairs. The only ones are those of you who, like, watch channels like this, or you're into the military, your man was military, your dad was military. That's a part of your life in some way, shape, or form. You have sons in the military. Or you just are anti-war and you stay very, very, very aware of what the military-industrial complex does. Most feminists in the first world have no idea that the military-industrial complex has pretty much served them. They you know, all those Iraqi kids, all the children. That's all you. You live on the blood of children. I mean, Planned Parenthood. You all live on dead children. The feminist movement is about the contempt of men and the killing of children, and jealousy of people who you're not because you're not funny. You all aren't funny. And, you know, Carl Benjamin is not that funny, and you all are crapping your Pampers constantly. I'd say you're crapping your thongs, but obviously you still wear Pampers because you're feminists. And that's for old women. And for young women who, well, would crap their Pampers because they're probably diaper furs. Or, you know, or something along those lines. You know, you crap your pants because, you know, of all the drugs, you know, that you're all into. Crap your pants because you think it's, you know, because of your disability. You know, I'm marginalized, my disability, feminism, I need it. So I just have been enjoying this moment that really, I say, if people really want to have fun, hail Sargon. Hail Sargon. That's what I suggest. Hail Count Dankula. Hail Sargon. Honk, honk. Make him touch Westminster. Make him just all he's got to do is put one finger on it. All he's got to do is be allowed in. All he's got to do is get into a building. And it'll just start falling. The plaster, the chandeliers, all just start falling. You know, it'll be beautiful. There will be nothing funnier. Imagine this. There will be nothing more hilarious. And imagine what this will be like when Carl gets rolling in. Have you ever watched the British Parliament? This will be hilarious once he starts getting rolling. He's not going to stop. Why should he? Why should he? Why do you need serious people doing? Why so serious? Why so serious? No, all the colors. All the colors. Yes, Hal Jordan. You gotta have all of them there. You gotta have the whole rainbow of strangeness. You know, the apathy, the lethargy, the lust, you know, the rage. You know, you gotta have all the colors of Clown World available. And you need somebody to direct the circus. And then come the Oliphants. Look, we have Oliphants. And now here comes Honkler the Clown. Burp, burp. You know, you need somebody who just that the left is like, no. This person can't have, no, they couldn't have gotten voted for. This is preposterous. See, we're all tripping off of AOC, right? Imagine how these people, how British wankers, how these scrawny little weirdos are going to react if Sargon of Akkad, he doesn't even need to get in office. All he needs is hashtag Hail Sargon. And people will just be like, just imagine if Jess Phillips sees this. Jess Phillips seeing just Hail Sargon, you know, and jokes, a joke about British government. Hail Sargon. That's just a moment, and really, I hope he does it. I hope he does it. He's like, everybody should vote for, you know, for Carl Benjamin. Hail Sargon. He should have swag. Carl Benjamin will be seated as an MP for Swindon. Hail Sargon. No, I will rule Swindon with benevolence and great, you know, I will rule Swindon and bring benevolence and order. Hail Sargon. In my view, you have to, there's no point anymore in getting mad. Why are you mad, bro? You know, you are already bred. You know, it's, no. It needs to be absurd. It just needs to go fucking bonkers. Why be so serious? Now, there's some issues you got to be serious about, you know, and that really is like organizing with serious people. You know, that's, you know, the right talking to the right talking to our representatives. That's serious. You know, that's grown up stuff. When you're dealing with the feminists and the liberals, you're dealing with children, you're dealing with people who they can kind of, you know, ... They can kind of do this, they can kind of do that, but they can't seem to make Sargon stop. Hail Sargon. And then what it is we need more images of Count Dankula's dog. What's that line? That's it. From oh God, I'm so tired. That comedy Zoolander, when he's hypnotizing Zoolander to kill the president of Thailand, or yeah, I think it was president of Thailand, or whatever, and that there's an image of this dog, and the dog is telling him things, and he's like, oh, and the dog's like, kill the president of Thailand. He's like, obey my dog, and that's the line right there. You know, Count Hail Dankula, obey my dog. Make these people just sit there and like, what is happening in Britain? You know, because there will be British people, these guys who will, you know, that they like sipping on the local, and they'll sit and they'll look at it and they'll be like, look, oi, look at this, look at it, it's that guy, you know, from the internet, you know, the guy from YouTube, you know.
You know, Jess Phillips is always up his ass. You know, she's always got always up his nose about something. You know, God, Cole. You know, he's from Swindon. You know. Oh, wait, look at this. That's funny. That's funny. Obey my dog. You know, just some thoughts. All right, have a good one.